The DEA threatens Georgia pharmacies over dispensing medical marijuana under the state law. That's right. A DEA letter dated November 27th says that the DEA registered pharmacy may only dispense controlled substances in Schedules 2 through 5 of the Controlled Substances Act, and that marijuana and THC cannot be lawfully possessed, handled, or dispensed by any DEA-registered pharmacy. Well, this is going to be interesting for what happens when they try to Schedule 3. The congressional budget rider prevents the Department of Justice from interfering with state medical marijuana laws, and it's not immediately clear how DEA will square its threat against the state-authorized pharmacies. States that have legalized medical cannabis have avoided a distribution through traditional pharmacies to avoid conflicts with federal pharmaceutical law and regulations, but Georgia's Board of Pharmacy began accepting applications from independent pharmacies to dispense low THC cannabis oil back in October. As of late October, at least 3 pharmacies had begun dispensing botanical sciences products. If sales of medical cannabis products went online in all locations, about 90% of Georgians would be within 30 minutes of one of these places. Pharmacists are trusted providers, and this will destigmatize the new medicine, Mindy Leach told the Associated Press. And the state's Board of Pharmacy and Department of Public Health did not immediately respond to requests for comment. And in August, the Department of Health and Human Services recommended that the DEA reschedule cannabis as a Schedule 3 controlled substance, but the DEA has mostly been silent on the matter since then. 6 Democratic governors wrote a letter to Biden administration urging the rescheduling to be compelled and be done by the end of the year, and the governors point to a poll that found 88% of Americans support legalization for medical and adult use. The government has released HHS rescheduling letter to the DEA in a highly redacted form, including the scheduling recommendations itself and for scientific review portion that was attached to the letter, and the government has since released HHS's rescheduling letter to the DEA in highly redacted form. The document says that the recommendation was based on the 8 factors determinative of control, they say. Well, Georgia. Oh, man, this is a problem, Dale, for all of the patients in Georgia. The DEA is basically saying, nope, you pharmacies, you cannot be giving out controlled substances, and you're basically screwed. Maybe you should.
Like a leopard, it never changes its spots, Jason.
That's right.
If you're going to go to Schedule 3, there's nobody I know of right now who's going to get one of them licenses.
Exactly right.
Manufacturing, growing, and turning it into whatever, and then a pharmacy is a pharmacy.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what they call a leopard that changes its spots, Dale?
What's that?
A cheetah.
Oh boy, that was cute. That was a great dad joke, Rico. Real funny.
I've had to deal with the DEA more times than I care to remember, and those son of a bitches are not going to change their mind about this.
Nope.
If you want to grow the government swag right now, you got to spend years jumping through hoops just to get permission to grow what Mississippi used to grow in their little spot. No social equity, nobody with a criminal record. I mean, Tony, you and I are done. We're not going to get in this if it goes that place. And you're going to have a dispensary license, and not what we have now. It's going to have to be more like a pharmacy where you can get all these other substances, and it's a shit show. If you want to know what the DEA is going to do, they just tip their hand.
Facts.
All they're going to do is put more power in the hands of the people that shouldn't have the power in the first place.
That's right.
No one should have power over anything they are not vested in, nor should they have power if they don't care about it. When you care about something, then you're going to take care of it better than you would anything else. A big point in saying that real quick for you guys is just people who have regular house flowers. You don't forget to water your flowers. The flowers never scream to you and tell you, or the plants don't scream to you and tell you, I'm thirsty, I want water. No, but if you care enough, you're looking at them every day, and you see where they start to, lean over. You see where they're not looking as healthy. And if you're truly, invested in it, you're going to water your plants. No one should have power over something that they have nothing invested in, nor do they care about. And when they don't care about it, they have nothing invested in it, and you give them power over it, guess what happens? They ruin it.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you give a bureaucrat or a bureaucracy any level of a power and fund them, you're never getting that money stream and that power back from them. They're going to fight you. The DEA is the top dog in drugs right now, and if you think they're going to stand by and let you take any of their power or authority away, I'm here to tell you they're not. They're going to fight you every step of the way.
I agree with that 100%. They do not want to give up their bag at all whatsoever or let anybody play in their sandbox.